Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comments section. Good luck. Now let's proceed with the latest Iraqi Dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. All right, guys, buckle up, because the energy around these new RV updates is wild right now. I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow, but let's just say the dots are starting to connect in a way we haven't seen before. We've got talk of the CBI getting the green light, whispers about a hidden rate in the 2025 budget, and even a partnership with the same bank behind the world's strongest currency, Kuwait. Yeah, let that sink in. Now, I could spill everything right now, but where's the fun in that? You'll want to stick around till the end, because these updates might just explain why Iraq's next big move could shock everyone who's been doubting this process. Before we jump into it, if you're ready to finally understand what's really unfolding behind the scenes, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell, because I've got a feeling you'll want to be here when the next update drops. All right, let's get into it, and don't blink, because this one's packed with clues that might just point to the moment we've all been waiting for. From Intel Guru Frank 26, the banks now know what's going on, and they're preparing for you, and they're no longer lying to you. The smaller banks are still ignorant. The bigger ones, they seem to know a little bit more. Every now and then you get very fortunate, you get blessed with a great bank dinar encounter. From Newshound Guru Samson, article Wars Have Hampered It, a proposal to establish a sovereign wealth fund for Iraq and invest it in development projects. From Newshound Guru Militia Man, the CBI basically got the green light. We don't know what day and what time. But the bottom line is, their readiness is the main thing. They're capable of something happening. As far as I'm concerned, it could happen at any time. New digital technologies are fast and furious. They happen just like that. And if you remember back to the 1450 to 1310, what did Alaq do? Boom, effective immediately. I would expect something similar. From Newshound Guru, Sandy Ingram, the Central Bank of Iraq signed a cooperation agreement with the National Bank of Kuwait. What makes this agreement important is the National Bank of Kuwait has agreed to help the CBI to develop its banking practices and training. This is excellent news because the Kuwait dinar is worth $3.61. It is the highest value currency against the US dollar in the world. From Intel Guru Frank 26, the younger Iraqi generation is at least 20 years behind. They have never seen coins. They have never seen lower notes. They have never seen a monetary reform. They have never had a government that actually is not corrupt. All of this is new for them. That's why the exposure of the new exchange rate of the lower notes has to be done very carefully, sensitively. I don't care how long it takes. I care for it to come out perfectly. It cannot be done incorrectly. As much as I am waiting, I am also seeing the reality of this waiting. It is so close. From Newshound Intel Guru Walkingstick, the budget of 26 was voted on in 25. We will see the new exchange rate in the 26 budget, and in the 25 budget. You haven't seen the 25 budget because they don't want you to see it. It's that simple. Why? Because it has a new rate. From Newshound/Intel Guru FNU LNU, I have been told that we will see a rate ranging from a possible $3.80 plus menace. On the upscale, they could sustain a $4.80 with ease, but should test the waters first. At any rate, they would likely come out as the premier currency of the world and higher than Kuwait. Iraq will be in need of monstrous amounts of infrastructure supplies, which they will import. These supplies are very expensive, so they will want the dinar as strong as reasonably possible. They have paid off almost all of their foreign debt, so the need for a cheap dinar is gone, and they are not an export country except for oil, and OPEC requires that oil be sold and bought in USD. From Newshound Guru Samson. Article Al-Sudani affirms from Najaf, we are proceeding with the path of reconstruction and development, and there will be no return to chaos and disorder. From Newshound Guru Militia Man. They're not giving a whole lot of information when it comes to the revaluation of the currency. They can't do that, but they sure can give you the heads up. They do it with quiet tones. I think that's the tell sign. The CBI needs to peg the new digital dinar to the Arab accounting dinar without sounding like a revaluation bomb, because central banks can't talk to you about that stuff. They can't lead people on, and they can't tell people what's truly happening. However, what we're bringing tells us there is something going on. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is exposure. Comment down below which updates you like, think is valuable, or get you most excited. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Intel Guru Frank 26. All Middle East currencies in the basket with Iraq are counting on the Iraqi dinar to elevate them to the next level. As the dinar grows to the real effective exchange rate, it will affect them as well. It is a win-win situation. It is no longer parasitical. Both currencies, the dinar and Kuwait dinar, have a common goal, and that is to profit together. From Newshound/Intel Guru Mountain Goat. Article, Financial Expert, people do not trust banks and are storing their money at home. Article quote, Financial expert Mahmoud Dagir revealed on Sunday that the amount of cash held by the public is estimated at around 90 trillion dinars out of a total money supply of 98 trillion dinars in Iraq. Folks, I believe they do not want to talk much about the dinar we have outside of Iraq. It could very well amount to very close to 1 trillion dinars alone. How are they going to retrieve our dinars? This, of course, is a rhetorical question, as we all know the answer. And finally, the last update is from Intel's Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK. Comment, Guru Mountain Goat is not expecting it until January 2026 for the reinstatement of the dinar. From Mark Z. Article, Central Bank sets banking reform plans. This may be what has Mountain Goat thinking. It's not till January 2026. They are talking about banking plans and reforms and saying many banks will be compliant and ready for international standards by January of 2026. Most banks will be ready early 2026 with international reforms. If they're going to implement these international banking reforms by January, I think they need a new rate before then. I still think it's sooner. I'm still thinking we are on the cusp. Before I dive into my final take, if you've been following these updates as closely as I have, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because what's happening right now in Iraq's monetary reform could turn into one of the biggest economic transitions we've seen in years. And trust me, you'll want to be here when it unfolds. Now, let's break this down, because these updates, they're not random noise. They're puzzle pieces that, when you fit them together, tell a very clear story about where Iraq is heading with the RV/RI. First off, Militia Man hit the nail on the head when he said the CBI basically got the green light. That's not just a figure of speech. That's confirmation that Iraq's central bank has finished the heavy lifting. The reforms are done, the systems are live, and everything is now in ready status. We don't know the exact date or time, and that's intentional, but history tells us that when Iraq moves, it moves fast. Just like when Alak dropped the rate from 1450 to 1310, boom, effective immediately. The fact that he referenced that same pattern tells me they're prepared for a similar kind of flip-the-switch moment when the timing is right. Then you've got Walkingstick's update, which might be one of the most underrated pieces of intel we've seen yet. He said the 2025 budget, the one they don't want anyone to see already, includes the new exchange rate. And honestly, that explains everything. Why else would they withhold it? It's the same playbook used before: finalize internally, hide the numbers, and reveal only when it's safe and ready to go public. If that's the case, this budget isn't just financial planning, it's the bridge to the new value era for the dinar. Next, Sandy Ingram brought in something I think most people are overlooking: Iraq's central bank signing a cooperation agreement with the National Bank of Kuwait. This isn't just another partnership on paper. This is Iraq taking notes directly from the country that pulled off one of the most successful currency recoveries in modern history. Kuwait went from war destruction to a $3.61 currency, the highest valued in the world. And now they're mentoring Iraq on banking practices, compliance, and international integration. That's not coincidence. That's Iraq learning the blueprint. And if you look at timing, it lines up perfectly with the CBI's ISO certification, international banking reforms, and their recent meetings with the IMF. And then there's Frank 26's update, and this one adds the global perspective that's often missing. He mentioned that all the other Middle Eastern currencies, the ones tied to the same economic basket, are counting on the dinar's rise. That means when Iraq revalues, it won't be in isolation. This move could reset the balance for multiple regional economies. So we're not just talking about an internal rate adjustment. This could ripple across neighboring markets, strengthening the entire region's financial footing. That's massive. Now let's tie it all together. We've got a central bank that's technically and digitally ready, a national budget quietly loaded with a new rate, international mentorship from the strongest dinar on the planet, and regional currencies preparing to move in sync. That's not random. That's coordinated reform. It's Iraq's final alignment phase before the world sees the new value of their currency. And here's the thing. Even FNU-LNU, who's usually more skeptical, nailed the logic behind a potential $3.80 to $4.80 range. That range isn't wishful thinking, it's economically sound. Iraq has the oil reserves, gold backing, and fiscal balance to support a high-value currency. They're not a debt-heavy country anymore. They've paid off most of their foreign obligations. A strong dinar makes sense now more than ever. So in my opinion, everything we're seeing right now points to one thing. Iraq is ready. The green lights are on, the systems are synced, and the narrative has shifted from preparing to positioned. We're not speculating anymore. We're watching the final chess moves before the reveal. And when it happens, it's not going to be loud, it's going to be sudden, clean, and world-changing. That's my final take, and if you're as excited as I am to see how this unfolds, make sure you're subscribed because the next few updates could be the most revealing yet. Moreover, we posted a breaking news yesterday. Iraq just made a major move that directly ties into the central bank's long-awaited project to delete the zeros, signaling a major step toward monetary reform. Deputy Governor Amar Khalaf confirmed new details that could mark the start of Iraq's transition into a stronger, more stable currency system. While this might sound like just another financial update, it's actually one of the clearest indications yet that Iraq is preparing for the next stage of the RV or RI process. In this video, I explained what this statement means, how it connects to Iraq's exchange rate strategy, and why this moment could represent the beginning of the end for the 1300 program rate. Most people will overlook it, but once you understand what's behind this announcement, you'll realize how close Iraq may be to pulling the trigger. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, We will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!